Well. We have had an entertaining ass Saturday. And let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all knew we had to talk about it. Auburn, bring that ass here. Michigan, bring that ass here. All of y'all, come on and sit on down right here on the loser's couch with us FSU fans. So we finna hit it in just a minute, man. Hey, we finna get into it right about now, bro. What up, world? 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 It's your main man. I am DJ Double Dose Man coming at you again with another episode of Double Dose of Reality Sports, man. Hey, man, this is shot for me Saturdays. Look, I wasn't trying to do this back-to-back Saturdays. That was not the plan. But with all the action that done took place today, we had to go ahead and do it, man. But we got a special guest that I'm about to bring on because I'm gonna let her talk. I'm gonna let her do her thug dizzle on the microphone with me, man. So let me go ahead and bring in the lovely Miss Shanty. Hey, Shanty, how you doing over there?
We hooking them over here, per usual.
Hey, listen.
Usual.
Y'all know me. Look. I'm one of those people that I ride around with my FSU shit, riding around the city. There ain't many of us around. So when I meet a fellow person who was going to rep their team to the fullest in this Auburn and Alabama world that we live in right now, man, y'all already know we had to come together and we had to collab. So Shanty, listen, what y'all did tonight or today in the big house, how you feeling? Because that was a sight to motherfucking see.
So preseason, we knew what was, I won't say. Well, so we both know this isn't the same Michigan team that won in January. We know this.
Facts.
Know this. Also, this is not the same Texas team that was last year. It is like better than ever. And we came in the SEC with a chip on our shoulder, so we chopping everybody down one by one.
But hold up, y'all weren't supposed to be able to compete back-to-back years. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember that whole narrative of they coming to the SEC. And now I get before they start getting mad at us, we know that Michigan is in the Big Ten.
Michigan. I like my who is that? Marquise, Fred, who? It's a couple of them that I respected Michigan's, like what they did last year. They came in, they not no sneak, they did what they were supposed to do. The silent killers, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. And at this still, like, people, when they revealed that top four and they showed that reaction video of Michigan competing against Alabama, and they thought Michigan was scared, they was like, no, we in this, we gonna do it. So I was actually excited to see that we was going to play them in week 2. And I was like, okay.
In the big house now.
Right. At their home.
At their home. Now, folks was really on one. They was like, man, Texas ain't going to go up there and do that. They ain't going to go up there and do that. But what y'all did today was a thing of fucking beauty. I mean, from start to finish, you control the game.
Sarkisian and the play calls.
In his bag.
Can we cuss all fucking day?
Yes, this late night. On Saturday nights, we cussing. We cussing. You say whatever the fuck you want to say on night.
Sarkisian and the play calls. We stumbled a little bit in that first quarter because I really believe like it should have been a higher score. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Once he shifted and got with his offensive coordinator, because I think we went in having the number one offense, and I think they had the number one defense, if I'm not mistaken.
Some of that top 5. It's fine.
Or vice versa. Either way, they did not show up at all. And I was very surprised
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised. Like I was like, okay, so first quarter, nothing. So I'm like, okay, let's get it second quarter. And when they allowed them 14 points, I was like, oh hell no, they're not coming back from that. Nope, because they're not. They let now remember last year they were about longevity. They
Yeah.
performed in the first and the second half, but they didn't do shit in the first half. So I'm like, what's really going on? You
And
know
was
what I'm
notable
saying?
from last year, y'all had a few struggles in the red zone, so a lot of people was thinking that was going to
Exactly.
carry over into the season.
Exactly.
That big boy y'all
So
got, him, the tight
him,
end,
yes.
goddamn
He
monster,
was
bro.
supposed to do.
He's a
He did what he was
problem.
supposed to do. So, and the thing is, we actually lied. We lost a couple of starters to the NFL, which is cool. What we supposed to do. So it's just like people were like, "Where they gonna go from here?" Once we came to the SEC, it was something we had to prove, and it was time for us to step up. And I'm glad we showed it now. But the thing is, when they played USC last week and lost, well, and won, and how they won, I was like, oh no, we finna monkey stomp these dudes this year, like this game, like how they played against USC and won. That was a struggle win. And I get it, first win of the season. It is what it is, but they struggled against a none. I don't think USC was ranked, right? They weren't ranked, or
It
were
was
they?
Fred. Was it Fred? I think it was Fred. Hold on. Who did Michigan play last week? Hold on. I got you. Hold on. I got you. But
Either way, they
the
struggled against USC. They shouldn't have been struggling against USC at all.
they played Fresno last week, but it was ugly.
No,
It was Fresno.
Fresno, I'm sorry, my
played
bad.
Fresno
That was
last week, but
Michigan.
it was ugly, like you said. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
they ended up turning it on. They ended up turning it on later on, and they ended up doing what they had to do. But my thing is, I look at it like this: when you speak on Texas right now,
yeah,
they're down Baxter. That was my worry. He's out. Blue gets hurt in this game,
right?
and it kept rolling.
Where we gonna go?
And
Where we gonna go?
it kept rolling, and it kept rolling, and it's just like, you know, I know you've caught a lot of flack from a lot of people. I know you've heard it. I know you've heard it. Just don't let them know.
You know what? I don't care. People ask me like, why Texas? This is the backstory. I've actually been a Texas fan since 2002.
Okay.
First, dude who I dated back in 2002, he was a Texas fan. Okay. I had never watched college football literally in my life before that. We talking about like 2 years after high school, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wasn't a fan of college football. It was always the NFL. So this dude I started dating him, he was a college football fan, and his team was actually Texas. I was like, me being the one band, one sound. Okay, that's your team. That's my team. So they just been my team ever since. I mean, you can pull receipts back on my Facebook, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013.
I had to bring you on because I've been seeing you going at it. And you know, some of the people you've had to go at it with down on the plains.
Yeah.
Down on the plains, you know what I'm about? They don't let some nerds. They done let some nerd, the other smart school in Cali.
Yeah.
Cal Berkeley. If for those that don't know, because Cal is so, you know, we don't really watch Cal like that, but you know, right. My fellow member on the network, Mr. Twos and Thirds, Terry. Hey, I'm just saying, my brother. Hey, come on, slide on, sit on down with me because Cal came into your house.
And like, so. Okay, so they were out coached, and I guess they thought, okay, I'm upset with Thorne, their quarterback. Oh my God. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt because he was a transfer from Michigan State, right?
I don't know who worse, him or DJU.
No, he came from Michigan State. He came from Michigan State.
He did.
And, you know, I mean, he's operating with that offense, but they cursed from what they did with Cadillac. Cadillac came in, whatever happened to that, when Cadillac came in, they did not let him get that job. I mean, Auburn wasn't top tier. Auburn hasn't been top tier for real. Let's be honest. When was the last time people actually talked about Auburn?
when we
Cam.
whooped their ass in the championship game. But
So no, after Cam, whoever that quarterback was that couldn't read.
It was
you know who I'm talking about.
No, that when
But
we whooped their ass in the championship game.
But
When
we
we whooped
talking
their ass in the
about
championship game, that was
power.
the 13. It was Nick. Yeah, it was Nick. Nick
It
Marshall.
was Nick.
Yeah,
but
Nick.
we talking about, and I actually respect that Cam Newton era because what he did in that entire season was like spectacular, and it still should be like a top 10, like an ESPN seasons period for college, because what he did was like ridiculous. But back to this, we talking about, first off, that quarterback transferring from Michigan State, and let's call it out, Derek Nix, that the defensive coordinator. We need y'all to get him on up out of there, because he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. This is me being real.
Hey man, give me the ball. Let's talk.
No. The SEC is known for defense. I don't care what nobody says.
That was Cam.
SEC is known for defense, and Nick's not doing what he's supposed to do, or that money not coming through. And because we finna be real, like, Auburn is a superb school. Is it a football school? No, not right now. Do they have time to make it, whatever? Yes.
With Thorne, something. The thing about Thorne is this. I don't think, it's kind of like what we're dealing with. Sometimes when guys have been here for XYZ amount of years, and then you see it again, the same shit you've been seeing, guess what? That's who they are. That is who they are. So they went and got all these Ferraris on the outside. They got all these wide receivers thinking that this was going to help. And you see the results of that. Now, granted, look, Auburn fans, listen. Some of y'all is my close partners. I'm looking at the chat. Some of y'all are my close partners. But that was a bad fucking loss.
It was. It shouldn't. Them points being allowed until they've been cursing.
It looked, though. How many picks he threw? It was the way that it looked.
Oh my god!
Like it's like one thing to lose on some last minute shit, whatever the case may be. It looked.
I don't think he has the mentality to be a first string. They need to go and put in. I think it's Riley. Is Riley their second? If
anybody in the chat is an Auburn fan, y'all can go ahead and let me know who y'all backup is.
I think I don't know. They need to put him in. You remember like how Saban had to do last year when they went in on what's the face and was like, this is all we got. So we just have to play whatever.
I'll just say you know what? And just to go back to y'all for 1 second, just to go back to Texas for 1 second. I think that because at the beginning of the season, I actually got a bet with one of my Bama partners. I said it was gonna be Texas and Georgia in the SEC title game. And I've been saying it, and I've been catching flack because I've been getting that old SEC. Oh, they ain't gonna survive. Oh, they ain't gonna do this, and I'm just like, man, Sark a little different now. He a little different.
He a prospect from let's put the respect on it. He a prospect from one of the greatest coaches of all time, Saban. So it's just like give him. He did what he was supposed to do to rebuild that team. I think we were second in recruiting this year, if not, and I think Georgia was first. I think it's something like that. We didn't like the top 2 or top 3 recruits. So the talent is there, and the fact that this game right here proved again that fucking play calling when he saw how that defense was rolling in on them, he was like, let's go back. And you did this within a play, not within like, you know what I'm saying? You did this like type of play calling within a play. Let's take another route, and boom, they asses took off how they were supposed to. Defense, offense is still a little shaky. It is. That's why that to me they didn't explode how they were supposed to, but they will.
I'm gonna say this. Let's look at it like this. So the rest of the way you got just to bring it all in.
Yeah.
You got UTSA.
Yep, that's next week.
W. Louisiana Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
W. Sip State. I guess it'll be whatever. We'll say that'll be close. Okay, whatever.
Who's
But that's
our
still a
first
W.
SEC? Who's our first SEC?
It's Mississippi State.
It's Mississippi State.
It's
And
Mississippi
what
State.
they're gonna sit up here talking about we didn't had a Rudy Poo schedule, we ain't playing nobody, but everybody
And look, hold up. Now after that, y'all got y'all nemesis.
Oh
You
yeah,
got Oklahoma.
it's like SEC stack.
It's all the way through at that point. You got Oklahoma.
Right.
Now we know what that is. That's
right.
That can go either way. Then you got Georgia on the 19th of October.
Right.
I mean, that's a nice little landing, Mississippi State, Oklahoma, and Georgia. That's a nice little introduction into the SEC.
Right.
Then you got Vandy, another bye, Florida, Arkansas, Kentucky, and Texas A&M.
So I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I'm just ready for folks to like stop shitting on us, to be honest.
They should, because outside of Beck, you got the second best. You got either the best or say whichever way you want to view it. It's him and Beck. It's Ewers and Beck. Those are two best quarterbacks in the SEC. That's it.
It is. And it's just like, we're not coming in asking for a handout. Look at the schedule y'all fucking gave us, bro. Y'all did that shit on purpose. And you know what? We finna take them down one by one. Screenshot this, record this. One by one. And the thing is, it's gonna be some good games. That's what I'm happy. That's what I'm excited about. Like what we did to Michigan, we were supposed to do that to Michigan. You get what I'm saying?
And I mean, like, I think a lot of people.
The coattail was showing like when they played Alabama last year. You know what I'm saying? That was a close game. Folks keep, even though they beat them, that game was still close. That still was a close game. They held their own, but this is like at the end of Saban era, the beginning, the second or third year in Neal's. That way, all talent is spread out everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's now about dogs. Who got a dog? Who got that bite? Because everybody get money now. Everybody get money.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm loving what I am seeing from Texas. Like we said, I think that they are going to be who makes it to the SEC title game. That's going to face Georgia. And I think when it's all said and done, they will be in the playoffs. And we're gonna see how the whole thing play itself out.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So Shandy, I want to say, listen, you are welcome back anytime. Anytime you are welcome back, because I'm sure we can. You know what? Matter of fact, if you got time, pencil it down. Because win or lose, you know how we do on here. Win or lose after the Georgia game, I'm gonna need you back.
Yeah, it's like me. If we lose, we lose. Like I'm not a loser. I'm not writing a dissertation on my wall on Facebook about why I lost. And I'm not talking about another team. I don't give press conferences about why we lose.
I'm sure right now, see, we live right now. Oh, you know, it's probably a million the refs. You already know the dissertation that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? It's probably 5-page letters going on about what happened down in Tuscaloosa. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, because you know. Johnson said them emotional them emographs, them emotional paragraphs.
They gave more press releases than Saban, and now the board. Anyway, that's not how we do.
Listen,
it is what it is.
I want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate you.
Wait. Oh no.
Oh, you want to get into what happened in South Bend?
Oh, baby, let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey, man, listen. Listen, my fighting Irish. I got, you know me. I've been doing this football thing for a minute. My fighting Irish people. How
Man.
in the hell you let Northern, not Illinois, not the Fighting Illini, you let the Salukis, whatever the hell they was, the Northern or the Werewolves, whatever the fuck they was, you let Northern Illinois come into your house. And I don't want to hear no shit about it was a last-minute field goal. Shit shouldn't have been close.
That damn quarterback Riley, he cannot get past he can't do nothing but screen pass. He can't do shit else.
It's been 2 weeks.
You see that?
It's been 2 weeks. He still ain't threw a touchdown pass.
At all. You see that shit?
But you know the crazy part about it. He was okay last year, dude. Before we got hurt, he was okay at dude.
Nigga.
He
can't do nothing. He hate passing the ball. It's a pass threat. He hate passing that ball, bro. They got beat by a team with a quarterback looked like Ray Finkel. Nigga.
With the big stash.
That big ass stash like Ray Finkel from Ace Ventura. That is embarrassing.
At home. Let's not forget. They was at home. No, let's bring this on. Notre Dame fans. Can y'all, anybody that's on here that's a Notre Dame fan? Because I look, I know y'all probably avoiding me. I get it.
Because they beat they're the ones that beat USC last week, right? Yes,
no,
they did.
Notre Dame, no, they beat Texas A&M.
They beat Texas A&M. I'm sorry.
They beat Texas A&M. USC played LSU last week.
Right. Okay. So
but the thing about it though, they went down to College Station, played their ass off.
Oh my God.
And then just to go home.
To get beat by Bishop Sycamore University, because don't nobody know who the fuck that is. And I promise you, if Bama would have lost tonight, it would have been the same thing.
Man.
No one should have all the game, bro.
And someone watching it right now, I wanted it bad. I'm not gonna lie, but I kept watching the game. I said, man, this boy. I said, I don't like to rag on kids, but I'm like, man, this dude can't throw for shit. I'm like, dog. Their defense played they ass off. But their offense couldn't execute a damn thing. Their offense couldn't execute nothing.
He don't trust his O-line. He don't trust them at all. And they got, I think, one of the top 10. They do. But when you don't trust, it's like, and that's all on, it's not that coach fault. I hate to say it's not his fault. He did what he was supposed to do. But at the end of the day, if your QB scared to be out there to throw a fucking ball, you need to pull him and bring in whatever you need to do. Or if you don't want no passing, if you feel like running is working, you run that ball.
I think what we're gonna see from Bama going forward at this point, they know what their identity needs to be. It's just a matter on if they're gonna commit to it. Like my partner said, he just like, hey, they need to stop being cute and run the damn ball.
Fucking dancing and what the fuck you celebrating? Like, it's a new era. It's a new era because Saban didn't do all that shit. Like, I personally knew Tim Keenan III. I know. Like, he went to elementary school and middle school with my daughter. I know Tim Keenan. I work with his dad at Hip Hill. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not personally, but I know of them. So the fact that he got a tackle and y'all only winning by 1 point to a fucking no name. Like, and this school, I think they gave them hell last year too.
But last year they played them. They was dealing with quarterback bullshit that they had going on. Today, you look at it like this. Now they're gonna come on here and tell you that their starting right tackle is out. They had the backup in. He got 1,000,001 penalties. Whatever. They're gonna come out and say that. That's what's gonna be the narrative. That's what's gonna be there. But the truth is, they needed their identity is running the ball. Now they have Ryan Williams. The kid is electric. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
That 17-year-old, right?
they've made sure
Oh,
we've known
yeah.
that he's 17 years old and straight out of high school.
Like that,
I mean,
which is
it's
cool.
almost like that was on the bingo card was, hey,
Right.
Ryan Williams is 17 years old and he's the youngest kid. I mean, because I'm like, God damn, how many times y'all gonna tell us the shit? We kind of know it already. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, you know how they do.
But at the end of the day, they will take this and they're going to be able to take this and they're going to be able to grow from it.
Right.
So we're going to see when we really going to see next week because now don't get me wrong. Please, people, do not think that I'm about to sit around here and say that Wisconsin is about to do some shit because Wisconsin's starting quarterback is Tyler Van Pick. The nigga that they ran out of Miami. So he ain't about to
See,
he ain't about to do shit. He ain't about to do shit. So, but when y'all face Georgia in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's when we're gonna see whatever it is that we need to see.
Right. that right there is that basically gonna determine who finna be in that SEC championship. To be real, between them two, it's either gonna be Georgia or it's gonna be Alabama. Either one of them. I got respect for Tennessee. Looks good. Did you watch? They look good.
Yeah, I mean, Nico was enough when I brought down the Bama schedule earlier. Tennessee was one of those teams that I threw out there. I was like, hey, if Nico can get it, we will know what Nico is by the time he faces them. So if Nico can bring everything together, then we'll see what Tennessee can do. Because again, the game is in Knoxville. We know what happened a couple of years ago when the game was up there. So it's a long season. And people understand, we are not on this podcast telling you that everybody's probably gonna have a loss or two before the shit is all said and done.
See, that's why I feel like that fucking 12 top 12?
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. You know they catered it for teams that lose 2 games, right? You know they did that, right?
Money. I mean, it's a lot of reasons why they went. They didn't have to go. They needed to expand it, but they ain't had to go all the way to 12. And guess what? We only got 12 this year. They hopped to 14.
Right.
So we didn't even get to see what the fuck the 12 was gonna be before these motherfuckers hopping 14. So
to me, it's giving too much leg weight to niggas teams who not gonna show up how they supposed to. Cause I feel as though like last year was a good ass season. Last year of college football was a good ass season. You know what I'm saying? And we saw who made like the top 4. To be honest, I was shocked that y'all didn't get in.
I have drank past it. I have drank past it. Like, I ain't gonna say move past it. I have drank past it.
Right. The thing is, it is what it is. This is the next season. And y'all actually, if y'all do what y'all supposed to do, even if y'all did lose these first 2 and y'all whoop ass for the rest of the season, but you not believe it.
You got more hope than me right now. You got because you got more hope. Now, if I was one of those glass half full type people, then yes, you are. Then you are correct. Yes, if we finish out this now, granted, that Notre Dame game looked more interesting than I thought it did.
Right.
Again, that was one I had penciled at a straight up L. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I had penciled straight up L. We was gonna lose to them. But I mean, losing to Northern Illinois kind of make you scratch your head. But at the same time, we about as bad as Auburn. We got a trigger man who blind as shit. So you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But I think that this is gonna be a nice, interesting season. A lot of people, it's gonna be more unexpected than what people think. Because like I said, the traditional way of knowing that it's only 4 teams. You got to go undefeated. All that shit out the goddamn window.
Exactly, because you can still get in the playoffs with 2 or 3 losses, depending on who you played.
And go even deeper. Hell, if you just win your conference, you automatically in.
Correct. Exactly. That's
we gonna see. So Shanti, I want to say thank you 100% times. Thank you for coming on and kicking it with me, man. Look, I know I be crazy. I know I be drinking, man. So you are the first guest of the new season. And like I said, we're going to revisit this on
Yep.
the 28th after the Georgia.
I want to revisit it on after, not when we played with Bama and Georgia. That's if you don't have anybody
No,
scheduled. I get it.
That night right there, gonna be real interesting. I ain't got Rome that
Right.
weekend. Yeah, that night gonna be real. That's gonna
Right.
be
So
that's gonna be a real. So I have hope to get that night.
it just depends. If you don't, I love to for that night. But to be respectful, I'll stay on my team night.
But that's okay. Nelson,
But
thank you
it
so
is what
much.
it is.
Thank you
Okay.
so much for calling through. I appreciate it, man.
Woo!
And I'm gonna let you get back to your night. I'm gonna talk shit to these motherfuckers for a little bit. I'm gonna let you get back to your night. Thank you. Appreciate it, Shay.
Yep. Just let them know we about to hook and cook everybody for the rest of the season.
Hook and cook.
Horns out, baby.
All right. Well, that was interesting. That was very interesting. And listen, man, we got a lot. We got a couple more things to talk about. Look, all my Auburn people, where the hell y'all at? Because just last week, I mean, I saw a lot of y'all in the chat. Y'all had a lot to say. I'm just wanting to know where y'all at. And Cheeks, man, listen, let me tell you something, Cheeks. There is a possibility that Bama has a couple more L's on the schedule if you continue to play that way. But you have to look at it both ways, too. Sometimes you had these ugly-ass games that you just got to figure out. And this is one y'all figured out. You know, whether that is figuring out that you need to run the ball more, X, Y, and Z, that's what you need to figure out. But that's a good problem to have. I mean, to sit back and you sitting there at 2-0, knowing that you got to figure out your problems is a whole lot better than being 0-2 and having to figure out your problems. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't go too far to the left, because like I said again, you got Wisconsin next week. As you see, Raymond, when I fellow Hurricanes, you already see Raymond telling you that boy is the worst quarterback he's ever seen. Okay. And so I don't think you got that much to worry about. And I hadn't really paid attention to Wisconsin defense. So, but at the end of the day, man, this was one of those Saturdays that we already going to look back on. Hey, this ain't going to be the only one. Ain't nobody safe. So everybody that's sitting back and laughing, ain't no, hey, Tuck, you want to come on? Tuck, if you want to come on, my brother, I would gladly add you to the live, Tuck. I would gladly add you to the live if you got 2-3 minutes. If you want to come on, because I mean, you know, I would love to hear from one of my fellow Auburn fans. I would gladly add you, Tuck. You know, but it's gonna be one of those Saturdays that we're all gonna go back and we're gonna look back on it and we're gonna say to ourselves, like, hey, that was the beginning of the chaos that led to everything else that we see the rest of the way. Because this ain't gonna be the only one. This ain't gonna be the only Saturday that we sit down and we talk about who was close to losing, who lost, and who's probably gonna lose in the following week. This ain't gonna be the first one, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Crystal, for coming in, man. Thank you for coming in. Let me know who your team is, because I also want to know as well. Everybody that come through that's new, I'd like to know your team. You can just drop it in the chat. But man, Auburn, y'all didn't go out and get a quarterback in the portal. My partner G, we talked about it this summer, and y'all rolling with Thorne. I don't look. I'm in the same boat with y'all, so it ain't like I got much room to talk. I ain't got much room to talk. We actually went out and got somebody, and he asked, so I ain't got much room to talk. But I'm gonna say this, man: if Thorne keep turning the ball over like that, and y'all lost to them nerves from Cal Berkeley, this might be a little longer than what y'all anticipated. Just a little bit. And Raymond, if you still here, salute, man. Look, I always say Miami is going Miami. And I know it was just, it was a regular run-of-the-mill team. It wasn't nobody like that. I get it. But to see y'all continuing to have success, it's probably about the only time I'm going to give y'all some good praise. To see y'all continue to have success as we are in 2 weeks, man, hats off, man. So listen, this one that's drunken and enraged as last week. But I appreciate each and everybody for rocking with me tonight. Boss man might be able to post this one. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with me tonight, man. And we're gonna try to make this a thing, man. This is gonna be our instant reaction to what happens on Saturday nights, man. I want to thank every one of y'all for coming out and kicking it with me, man. So thank you. Salute. If you are new, if you haven't followed the show, like and subscribe and go follow the show, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. And we're gonna keep on talking shit because we got some NFL stuff to talk about tomorrow night, man. I appreciate y'all, and I'm out.